Look at there. I was welcoming everybody, and I looked back and my mic was muted. Sorry. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Andrea, Butterfly, those in the skybox, thank you for stopping by. I know. Hey, Des. I know, baby. I just noticed, Miss Monty, I was muted. Thank you, Des. To you. You guys, there's so much going on. I was coming on here to talk about something different, but God redirected me. So I got to follow. Remember, I have to follow God's path for me. And so it's so much going on. It's so much. Is no sound? Is it still no sound? I can't hear you. You still can't hear me? My mic is unmute. You can't hear me? Can you hear me? I'm getting a message that you can't hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. Then something is wrong. Okay, you can hear me. Hey, Brixton. Kay Edwards, you can hear me. I'm getting a message that you can't hear me, but you can hear me. You guys, there's so much going on. You know, when I come down here, I always want to drop gems of positivity, and I'm still going to do that today. However, my spirit is a little shaken because so much is going on. And even though I don't know a lot of these people in the physical capacity, because I haven't met them, I know them in the virtual world. And my heart is breaking for people I really care for, you know? And so my message today was taking responsibility. See, I'm one that don't give many passes to people. But then I have to realize that when people forgive me for things I've done to them, I have to, deal with whether they want to forgive me or not. My job is just to ask for forgiveness. And I'm not an easy person to forgive people. I know that. So I'm convicted about that. So I'm working on that. But it's some crazy stuff happening. And I just want to let people know that if you forgive someone and your heart is clear, then you've done your job. Just move on. Don't let anyone make you feel different. You can't expect people to forgive people you forgive if they have done something. But because your heart is so clear and you're doing what God requires you to do, just do that and know that everyone is not going to be acceptance. There's no acceptance to everything we do. There's no approval. But you don't need anyone to validate your feelings. You know how you feel. I had a situation that happened with me last night, and I was like, you're not listening to how I feel. I understand how you feel, but you're not listening to how I feel. I feel hurt, but you feel hurt too. And I realize you feel hurt, but you have to realize I feel hurt. But then it came to my attention that I don't know really how that person feels. They're just telling me what I said or did hurt them. I'm just telling them what they said or did hurt me. But I can't know how they really feel. I'm only putting myself in a position of empathy. I can only empathize with because I'm not in their head. And if you know your intentions are good, you did what God called you to do. Because if you spiritually grounded, you have a relationship with God, and I know a lot of us do, then do what God calls you to do. But don't expect people to understand how you feel. And that's tough for us because I want you to validate my feelings. I do. I want you to validate my feelings. But the things that people or that person had done to me might not affect everybody else. So it's easy for that person to forgive him, but it may not be easy for me to forgive him because my feelings was hurt. The damage was done to me. And that happened last night. And I had a tough time dealing with it because I need you to know how I feel. I need you to know why I accepted that person's apology. It's not about that, it's about how they feel. But they have to respect how you feel as well. And I think it's so strange that that had happened to me in my real life. And when I came into my virtual world, it was happening again to someone else. And I understood that person's feelings. Like, just hear me out. This is why I accept a person's apology or I want to make things better. But because it didn't happen to you, my beloved, because it didn't happen to you, you can't expect people to receive other people's forgiveness. Mhm. And it becomes a problem. And what happens here in this virtual world is too many people getting involved. See, instead of the two people talking, it becomes a big fiasco. And then everyone's feelings get involved. And then everybody wants you to understand their feelings because now everybody's feelings is involved and we don't make any headway. So we leave emotionally hurt because you feel as though people didn't hear you. But I heard you. I heard you. I'm not responding the way you want me to respond because I feel this way. And then it becomes a I feel this way, you feel this way. I don't care how you feel. I don't care because it didn't happen to you. But you have to make sure that whatever you always do is well in your soul. It has to be well in your soul. Don't have to be well in that person's soul, but it has to be well in your soul. So if you did the right thing and it's well in your soul, then walk away. Walk away. You validated your own self. You don't need people to validate you. And I picked up on something because I heard the person who was really affected by this particular person saying, "Hey, do you hear how I was affected?" And everybody is engaging, and you really never hear what someone's just trying to get you to hear because it's too much chaos on these platforms. It's too much chaos and engagement in these chats. And there's people in these chats who's trying to cause friction. They're trying to attack you and cause friction and make you think that your feelings is not validated, but they are because you validate your own feelings. We don't need approval from other people. We just need approval from God and ourselves. It depends on where you stand on the spectrum of being spiritually grounded, connected, having a relationship with God. We don't need them to validate your feelings. You need to make sure your feelings are validated by God and yourself. There's so much going on here. People have to take accountability for what they've done to people. You have to take accountability. You can't waltz back in this world, this virtual world, this game they play, and just want to be accepted. You have to earn your forgiveness from certain people. Everybody's not going to feel the same. And I get that. But if a person is trying to make amends or make other people see that, some other actions was done or taken by someone else to accept them, you can't do that, baby. And my heart broke because I know your intentions were good. And I know you were talking about something you had dealt with. And they were talking about something they had dealt with. So you guys couldn't come together and understand each other. And that's human. That's human. That's a fact. That's what happens. But when everyone talks, no one hears. When these platforms go on, a lot of shouting and yelling, No one hears you. No one's listening. Everybody just want their point to be heard and for them to be validated. Everybody had good points. You had people there with good points, but because everybody talks out of turn, nobody, I mean, yeah, everybody talks out of turn, it becomes chaotic that you can't hear. I used to like platforms. I'm beginning not to like platforms because the way, and everybody is entitled to do what they want. But the way the platforms are conducted is what I don't like. Because if I want to really express something and want to really help someone mend a broken relationship or something, I'm not going to have 50,000 people on my platform trying to do it. I'm going to try to mediate it between those two people. Those two broken pieces, I'm going to try to put together myself. But in order to do that, we have to hear people. And not only do we have to hear people, we have to be accountable for our actions. We have to be accountable for our actions. A lot is going on here, and I see people forgiving people, and I see people running to one side and another side. Well, you guys know I don't get down like that. But my thing is, I don't give passes either. See, that's my problem. No. I hold you accountable for what you did. I don't give you a pass just because I don't like the next person. I'm not running to you. You have to take accountability for what you did. You can't shuck and jive and sugarcoat that shit. You got to take responsibility. If you was in the mess, you were in the mess. Take responsibility. But because people are so quick to flock to the other side, nah, you was right there, sis. Y'all were right there. Take accountability. Don't expect people to get down with you and you pretend like your hands are clean. See, because we are so quick to side with a person that another person is against that we don't like, we don't see the forest for the trees. Yeah, we don't see the bull crap that they shooting us, see. I don't care for what reason they're doing it. They're doing it, see. And I tried to break it down like this. Me and Diva in the car, right? I got a gun on me. Me and Diva in the car. And I'm rapping to Diva, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and hit this bank. You know, Diva is in the car with me. You know I'm about to go hit this bank. You riding with me. So when I go in there and I hit this bank and I pull this trigger and we jump in that car and we run, you're accessory to a crime. Yeah, because you knew I was going to do it. You don't get a pass. See, so now they done caught us and we going to court. And the first thing they want to know is you was like, well, I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't go in the bank. I didn't pull the trigger. I was sitting in the car, but you knew they were going to rob the bank. But what you didn't know is somebody was going to get killed in the process. And now you have to take that weight too. See, you didn't know he was going to go in there and kill somebody, but you had knowledge that he was going to rob that bank. So now you are accessory to a crime. You can't act like you innocent because you were there. You knew he was going to do it. You just didn't know the extent of the crime, that he was going to kill that gentleman. In the process, that guard was going to get killed. But you were there and you was all for it. I want you to hear this real good. You were all for it as long as it was good. Now we go on to court. You sitting over here, I'm sitting over there. And the judge talking to us and they saying the case. Well, I didn't know he was going to kill him. I didn't know he was going to kill him, so I don't think I should get as much time. And see, sometimes you don't get as much time, but you as an accessory, you going to get time. So you going to pay the piper just like everybody else. So when it comes to all this crazy stuff and people want to back out like they were so innocent and people are so quick to forgive people, no, you was down here, sis. Or bruh, you was down here with the shits. You were part of it. You're just as guilty. That's why it's important to, no matter who you follow, if that's what you do, follow, you be an independent person. Don't get so invested and attach yourself so much that you have to pay for someone else's crime. Because that's what it's looking like now. People have to pay for other people's crime because they were there on the scene when they did it. That's just how it goes. You have to be yourself. Don't get so caught up in being a follower that you can't stand your own ground. Because when you stand your own ground, you're convicted. You can walk away anytime. I can walk away from whatever a situation is at any time, unless they literally got me pinned up in the corner. I have to fight my way out, but I'm going to come out. Some of these people are willingly doing this stuff. They're not, no gun is up to their head. No, I don't think nobody get down like this. I don't even think they get down like this. I think you willingly doing it. But when it gets rough and you now the tables is turned, most people want to walk away. Think about it before you even get that involved. I don't want to involve anyone in my dirt. Because for one, when I involve them in my dirt or I commit a crime and I take somebody along, 9 times out of 10, they're going to turn against me. And that's what happens. They get in court, they turn against you. The same thing happened in this virtual world. The same thing happened in real life. Whatever you do it by yourself. Whatever you do, make sure you could take accountability. Whatever you say to somebody, they say they do a lot of these behind the scenes talking and planning and prepping or whatever they do. Just make sure you could stand on your own ish. Because you're not going to walk away clean. You're just not going to do it because you were a part of it. And now we have to hold you accountable. And you have to take responsibility. Accountability and responsibility are 2 things that go synonymously. You have to, that's how it is. And so when things like this happen and we all get involved, I stayed away from it. I looked at it a little bit, but I thought that this is not my battle to fight. But I wanted to make sure I came down here and dropped this seed. These seeds. I heard you. I believe your heart was good. I heard him. I believe his heart was good. And one thing we're not here, we are therapists now. There's a lot of therapists in here, nurses, doctors. I'm sure they all get it. But these are not our clients. These are not our patients. I can't help somebody in no situation when I'm on a panel with 100 people. Because I got a chance, I stand a big chance of being a failure at something I just attempted to do out of a good heart. I become a failure because too many people are involved. Yeah. See, if I want to solve a problem with Queen Diva and Andrea, and I decided to take to my platform to do it, call myself being a mediator and unbiased, a neutral person, those are the only parties that's going to be involved. Yeah, I'm not going to let 10 or 15 people up on the platform because then nothing will get resolved. And that's what happens. And everyone walks away angry, mad, and hurt because they feel as though nothing was resolved and you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. You didn't listen to me say something. You couldn't listen because it was too many outside noises. And that's what happens. So the panels aren't always a good thing. And even when your intentions are good, having these panels, what happened is it go awry because you got people in this chat that's not liking these people. They don't like these people. Hold on. Okay. All right, thank you. They don't like these people. And because they don't like these people, they're in the chat causing chaos. They're causing chaos because they simply don't like the people you're trying to make things better with. Everybody don't like us. Everybody is not going to accept us. I dropped that message a couple of weeks. We're not approved by everyone. Only thing we could do is, like I say, move in our purpose. What was the purpose of you bringing them on that platform? What was the purpose of you asking those questions? What was the purpose of whatever it was, whatever you set out to do? You have to state your purpose clear, and you don't need 100 people to get involved. We know we know in this community, we have a lot of drama. So 9 times out of 10, things are not going to go the way you expected because we have a diverse group of people here and they have their own feelings, their own beliefs. And so it's hard for us to mediate things like that when so many people are involved because 9 times out of 10, even though I'm sitting on my platform, I'm watching the chat and the chat is going haywire. The chat is going ballistics. They calling you all kinds of names. They trying to cause all kind of chaos. They coming here telling you about what somebody else doing, who else is lying, what's going on, and they attacking you, and you're responding to that attack. See, you're responding to. So you over there, no mother F, I didn't do. No, your job was to get on this platform and resolve whatever issues you guys have. That's what your job was. So it becomes very difficult out here. So you can't, no one is really to blame. The only person that I blame in a situation like that sometimes is the content creator for trying to have good intentions on trying to get people together to resolve some type of issue. This is not the place for it. This is a virtual world. And the community we are in right here does not stand for a lot of positivity. Y'all know it. Y'all heard it. We know it. We see it. So you just have to stand strong. Had it been in another community, it would have worked out well because people knew what you were trying to do. People know how he felt and different people felt, not just you in particular, but how all those other people who didn't have the acceptance you were looking for, they know how they felt. We have to, I'm glad that crossed my mind too. We have to stop putting our standards, morals, and beliefs and integrity on other people and our expectations on other people. That's how we react. That's how we move. That's not who they are. So you just have to accept people for who they are and meet them where they are. You can't make people. You can't make people hear, see, or feel what you do, what you hear, see, and feel, because they're different. And there's a lot going on here now. And I don't know whether people know it or not. Get ready to call me the preacher lady, the Christian, or whatever. There's a lot of demons running around here. The devil is running rampant right here in this community. And we're giving him so much power that he's destroying us over here. Not me, but some people. He's destroying people over here. He's destroying marriages, relationships, your physical being, your mental being, your emotional being, your spiritual being. The devil is working hard over here, and we're giving him power. We're giving him power because we can't even see it. We can't see it because this is what we do. This is who we have become. We have become evil, mean, and demonic people, and we can't see it. We just can't see it. But you expect people to see what you see. If they acting in that capacity and that's their behavior, they don't see you, baby. You become invisible to them. See, I'm invisible to some people, and I'm aware of that. So I stopped trying to please people. I just start moving in my purpose and accepting who I am. And that's why it will work well for me. It will work well for me because I don't need people validation. Stand in who you are and believe in who you are so much that these people don't shake you to the core. The devil is running rampant. These people are turning their lives over to Satan and don't even know it. But I ain't come here to preach. I didn't come here to preach. But that's a fact. These streets are, it's time for some of these people to bow out. Because even though they say it's a persona, it's not. It's not. The persona has become you in some of these cases. We have people here with mental illnesses that people overlook. Disabilities, people overlook. Health issues, people overlook. As a human being, just as a human being, there's certain things we supposed to be compassionate, empathetic, sympathetic. Our humanity is being challenged on these streets. And I didn't come here because I don't like sounding like a preacher, but our humanity is being challenged and we turning our lives over to the devil. So much stuff is going on here, so many distractions. People can't even really be them true selves. I tussle and rustle in my mind sometimes to come down here. I do. But then God always tell me, whoever the message is for, they'll receive it. I don't care if there's one or two people in your chat. I need you to go out there. And no matter what people call me and say about me, I come here to do this and I'm this and a preacher woman, a Whoopi Goldberg and all. That doesn't affect me. That doesn't take away from who I am. They can't move me. And that's a fact. And as long as I keep doing me, I'm going to be all right. You're going to have the problem with me. I don't have a problem with me. You have a problem with me because you think something of me. I know who I am. I never came down here in front of them and pretend. I'm who I am. Just Mz.Teavalocity. And another thing, too, I had a content creator on my platform. And in the course of the conversation, excuse me, I need to take a sip. In the course of our conversation, she said to me, you know, Mz.Teavalocity, you're trying to build mansions in the ghetto. It's like you're trying to build mansions in the ghetto, and you know people are throwing stones, rocks at and tearing up the ghetto. And so at that time, I said, no, I'm just trying to be me, and I'm just going to be me. And then I thought about it. It's called gentrification. It's called gentrification. They do it every day. They're doing it every day. I'm not coming here to change who you are. I'm coming here to be who I am in the midst of the ghetto. I'm a mansion in the midst of the ghetto. That's what I think about myself. And slowly, when they do gentrification, see, they plan years ahead how they're going to gentrify an area. And they look at the results. They look at the statistic, the demographic area, the people who are in there, and they look at all that, all the stores, all the buildings, what type of people. And what they do, they come in and they say, we're going to take that depressed area. They call it a depressed area. We're going to take that area and we're going to build it up. But in their minds, when they build in those $1 million homes in the ghetto, they know the people in the ghetto can't afford those homes. See, they know that. So what's the end result? They move people out the ghetto. The ghetto starts to deteriorate and the mansions stay. And a whole breed of people come in. A whole new breed of people come in. It's called a master plan. It's called a strategy. That's what they do. They sit back and they think where they go build and how they go take over that community. Nothing I ever do or say here is not purposed. But my difference in gentrification, I'm not trying to take over an area, a depressed area. These people are lit to be who they are. But what I'm trying to do is build my mansions in a depressed area. You, make a choice whether you're going to be able to purchase that mansion. Not me, because I'm building them. That's what I'm doing. And everybody don't like it. Everybody don't receive it, but I'm still putting my money and building my mansions right here in my community. You having a choice, you could either afford it or you don't. That was my answer that I wanted to give you when you said, Mz.Teavalocity, you trying to build a mansions in the ghetto. You can always gentrify places. You always can make a ghetto look better. And that's a fact. So this wasn't going to be a long live. I told you my spirit was really disturbed when I saw, and let me get it together, because there's people I do like here virtually. Let me just hold up. I'm going to come off camera for 1 minute because my heart was hurt at a couple of things, because I heard people I like being hurt, and I don't like that. Okay? I don't like that at all. So I redirected my gems I was going to drop today. I redirected my conversation to let these people know I heard you and I heard you. And both of y'all have valid points. Yeah, neither one of y'all are wrong. None of y'all are wrong. You forgive people who you want to forgive when you want to forgive them. Even though you apologize to me today, Diva, I might not want to accept your apologies today. But down the road, somewhere it's placed in my heart to come back to you and say, Diva, I accept your apology, and now we can have a relationship. But leave it alone. Just let it go. Just know you did what you was called to do, and let it be well in your soul, baby. That's all you have to do. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Now, I'm going to take a little look at this chat. Y'all see the girl trying to do something new. Gentrification is not a good thing. Just say you're building your mansion in hopes that the neighbors will see it and want to build one too. Okay, that's the way you worded it, Duchess. I worded it my way. I'm building my mansions hoping that you can be able to afford them. I mean, I put it in that type of analogy. But whatever I'm doing it. Okay. So I agree. Okay. All right. So maybe we could say it like that. All the time, I don't say the right thing. I mean, I don't say the things that you may perceive it one way. Not that I don't say the right thing. Perhaps you perceive it the wrong way. So we're not going to get started. Andrea, thank you for that comment. I really appreciate you for that. The hood or ghetto has produced some of the most talented, courageous, and impactful people. And that's a fact, Andrea. That's a fact. That's a fact. The Duchess, I know my worth as a subscriber. My subscription, clicks, and interaction equals coin. Any content creator disrespect me, I'm out. More of us need to do the same. That's true. I agree with the Duchess. I'm realizing that my life is better than lessening exposure to anything that doesn't add value to me. And it's taken away, and you guys, it's taken away a lot from us. These streets are taking away a lot from us. And I believe a lot of us have great talent and good intentions. And I think we're getting lost in them. I think we're getting lost in some of them because so much is happening to us. So much is happening to us that we can't even gain control. Once we try to gain control, we come back into the same thing. Take a pause if you need to. Hey, Harley Q. Thank you, baby. Brixton, babe. Hello. Exclusively me. 23 Jackson Street. Good morning. The Duchess. Hello, my Duchess, dear. Folks are losing their damn minds thinking we need their platform. Nah, there are 50 kabillion other videos I can watch. Right. If you're not respected as a subscriber, because I heard some stuff happen this week too, also when I tapped into this thing I was working, when I came on here, that people sound like they didn't respect your subscription and you. They didn't respect your subscription and they didn't need it. So if someone feels like that, perhaps it's time for you to unsubscribe and bow out because they tell you how they feel. People tell you how they feel. So, okay, let's see. From the ratchet to the righteous, I accept all my people as they are. I'm not trying to change anybody. I just keep away from the certain chats if I get too nasty. Yeah. Wisdom is not preaching. There's no shame. Thank you, Andrea. I just, well, yeah. Some people say I sound like a preacher, but that's not what I mean to do. I just want to drop some wisdom. Thank you, Andrea, for correcting me. Hey, Sephora C23 Jackson. So did I get everybody? I see the evil. Absolutely. Good morning, me. I see the evil. Yeah. And sometimes the evil it just gets in your spirit, you guys. But you have to deal with your spirit your one way, and I deal with my spirit my way. Mm-hmm. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to catch this. Okay, so, and I believe that's just what we have to do. But I want you to always remember that your feelings is your feelings. We can't impose those on others, and we can't expect other people to change and shift their directions. Boy, oh boy, I'm getting text messages. And we can't expect, thank you, I got it. We can't expect people to expect people to, you guys, give me a minute. Give me a minute. And we can't expect people to change, accept people apology. That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, I didn't like how the Duchess was treated. I wasn't there. I don't know. I just stay out of. But let's just take it like this. If people not respecting you or your subscription to them, you can unsubscribe. It's thousands of platforms around here. We're just a small community. So if they don't respect you or accept because remember, a subscriber, engagement, and clicking on a view is a coin for that content creator. Keep that in mind. So if you don't want to pay them, then don't click. Just leave. Just unsubscribe. But you have to remember. Oh, yes. Yes, Kimberly. You have to remember when people that, they have their own platforms and they entitled to do and say what they want on their platforms. You don't have to be a part of it. If you're offended, leave. Just don't support them anymore if you're that offended. But people could do what they want on their platform. I know I came out here and I started saying, oh, these people shouldn't do this on their. I don't care what you do on your platform. I'm worried about Mz.Teavalocity's platform. I don't even care anymore. I don't even get overly involved. My purpose is to come on here and do what I do. I ain't even worried about it no more. You get a lot of backlash from telling people what to do on their platform, how to run their platform. They created their platforms for them. So, hey, stay off of it. Just stay off the platform. Just leave it alone. Don't wreck your nerve, baby. Don't even wreck your nerve. But this wasn't going to be excessively long live. I did want to come down and talk a little bit about forgiveness and accountability. People have to be responsible, take accountability for their actions. See, I can get into heavens on Queen Diva action. If you believe in the heaven and hell, you can't get into heaven on someone else's action. We all going to have to be accountable. See, that's here and that'll be in the now. You have to, that's now and in the hereafter. You have to be accountable. You have to be accountable. You are an adult. All these people we deal with are adults, right? So watch what you do, watch what you say, and watch who you be around who says and does things that's not conducive to you. See, make sure they're in alignment with you. If not, bow out because you're going to be held accountable for what they did. Mm-hmm. Be careful what we put out. Okay, good night. Oh, Monty, good night to you. You going good night, but see you later. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you too be cautious and careful about what you put out in the universe. Your tongue is powerful. Your words are powerful. very sharp, very piercing, very hurtful to some people. Be very careful of what you put down in this universe, because that's what you'll get back. That's what you'll get back. The seeds you sow is the harvest you reap. I always say that. The seeds you sow is the harvest you reap. And even if you don't reap that harvest, is a strong possibility that your kids, if you have kids, will reap it, or your kids will reap it. We will reap what we sow, good or bad. And that's a fact. But I don't have much to say. I think I'm going to end this live unless you all have something to say. But I do want you to know that I hear you. I see you and I hear you. You know, always do what's in your heart. Go forward with what you came here to do. If people are for you, they forward for you. If they're against you, they are against you. And there's nothing you could do about that. That was my subject. That was my last sermon. The preacher lady preached. No, that was my last gems I dropped before. Approval, acceptance, you're not going to get all the time. You're just not going to get it all the time. But as long as something well in your soul, move on with it, baby. Everything I come down here and do is well in my soul. And when it's not and I get convicted, I deal with it. That's what I do. Now, listen, you guys got to make sure, and I think all of you may be subscribed to Jim's Talk, because I'll be on Jim's Talk this week. Well, if I could get my hair done. Yeah, I got this pony. Queen Diva, I tell you, a pony is my best. But in the meantime, let's run my commercial. Make sure you guys get over to this. Now, another thing too, listen, I'm about to flip right quick and the other Mz.Teavalocity. Stop begging people. If you said something, stand on what you said. Stop begging people to accept you and going back on your word. What what they call it. I don't want to call it that BPP or whatever. No, sis. If you said it, stand in your ish. That's how they say. You guys stop doing that. Don't make people make you take back what you really mean. I see them doing that a lot here. And because they want to be accepted so bad, they take back what they say. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I didn't say it like that. That's not what I mean. No, I'm still good. Listen, I saw something happen this week. And let me shout out a happy birthday to Lady Nika before I forget. Happy birthday, Lady Nika. I wish you a grand day and get well. But let me tell you something. I saw a person make a whole video and walk back the whole video damn near. I'm like, really? No, that's what you meant. Stand on what you mean. And then they go to be a part of other people, and the other people shade them and ignore them. Nah, sis, stand in what you mean. Don't make a video and take it down because you're getting backlash from it. No. I need you to stand in your. That's what you said. That's what you meant. Keep walking. Keep walking. You let a lot of people, these people let a lot of people back them up against the wall and change their mind. Nah. Because then that means they controlling you. And you don't sit up here and tell me you have a mind of your own and you do this and you go and you do all this. Nah, sis, you don't. Because soon somebody approach you with it, you back up from it. Don't do that. Stand in your ish. Be who you are. If that's what you feel and you made a whole video about you feeling that way, then keep it moving on. Keep moving on. Keep it moving. That's what you meant. Just because somebody said that, oh, no, they didn't agree with you or change. No, don't do that. Right. There you go, Andrea. And that was something, I'll go back to that though. Good morning, pressure cooker. Yeah, stand in it. Nah, you said it. That's what you mean. You know, don't take it back. You said what you meant. You made a whole video about it. So apparently you felt some kind of way and you meant it. Stand on it. What's the most could happen to you? Remember, these are just virtual people. What are they going to do? Stand in your stuff, sis. You know who I am. You know who I'm talking about. And you know I'm really, I don't even have to say names, and I don't have to, because you already know who I'm talking about. Stand in your stuff. You already know the deal between us. Don't let people make you change your mind. I don't like that. I don't like that, because I stood in mine. I definitely stood in mine. I need you to stand in yours. Don't let people change your mind and how you feel about me. Because if you do, that means you are a follower. You are weak. You're not a woman with your own mind. You're a leader. I mean, you're a follower. And you need to make sure somebody validates you. That's what I'm trying to say. Andrea, you was right. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Right. Andrea says, stay within your responsibility. If you have wronged someone, apologize, but change your behavior. See, once you change your behavior, they see that. If someone has wronged you, choose to free yourself with forgiveness. Yes, I'm not there yet. Hey, pressure cooker. I mean what I say. I'm not taking anything back. If I'm wrong about some things, I do apologize. That's how I am. I'm not always right. But if I said it, I meant it, and I'm here to represent it. Remember how they used to say that? If I said it, I meant it, I'm here to represent it. I know that's corny. But yeah, I was so mad. Be willing to accept the apology not given. If you have offended and are sincerely apologetic, accept the forgiveness of God. Right. Even if that person chooses not to forget you. You know what takes to grow for some people. Yes. And another thing I'm going to say, sometimes if God is dealing with you, and this is for the people spiritually connected and believe in God, if God is dealing with you and he's convicting you, you need to go in your prayer closet and you need to deal with God one-on-one. The YouTube streets is not the place for it. God deals with us different. But we know when we're being convicted. Accept that as a convicted. Oh, Kimberly, wait, because I just, hold on, Kimberly, because I said that to my producer this morning. I said that to my producer this morning. But anywho, God is dealing with you, and he's dealing with you alone. So you do what God calls you to do so he could deal with you. I'm looking for something. Girl got a new screen. I'm about to put up another new screen. But God is dealing with you for you. Let him deal with you. But you know if you're being convicted. But I also say this too, Kimberly, because you brought that up, and I talked about that with my producer. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And we see that quite a bit here too. You can't serve, I mean, I'm gonna leave that alone, because then that's gonna become so. But Kimberly, I talked about that, being a double-minded man. I see it all the time here, a lot. You can't serve God and the devil at the same time. Right. You can't do that. If you for this, you for it. If you against it, you against it. Not all that teeter and tottering, like, oh, it's fine when this person do. Oh, it's fine with it. No, y'all. It don't go like that. You have to stand on what you believe and let it go forth. See, these people worry about clicks and views, and I get it, because that pays the bills. You know, for real, some people on here, and I get it, but you can't go back and forth. You just can't do that. You have to believe what you believe and stand on what you believe, even if it means losing subscribers, losing the clicks and views, losing the super chat to cash apps. That can happen. That's part of it. But you being who you are is more important to that. Being true to who you are is more important than some of those super chats, cash apps, and clicks and views and subscribers. Because if you're doing really what you're supposed to do and you walking in your purpose, God will increase your territory. Yes, He will. He'll send you people from you don't know where and when. But that's what He'll do. He'll do that when you're doing what you're called to do and to do the right thing. So don't worry about that. If you want to walk away from YouTube or you want to go somewhere in another sector, let me stop this. This thing keep jumping up. You want to do something different, just go do it. Just go do it. If that's what you purpose and that's your platform, go do it. God will send the increase if if He approve of what you're doing. He'll send the increase. He'll send the subscribers. He'll send the cash apps, the super chat. He'll send the sponsors. He'll send the endorsements. He'll send whatever He wants to bless you with. But you have to walk in your purpose. You can't keep going back and forth because you're afraid. See, I'm scared because I'm going to lose subscribers. So I'm going to go back to doing that. Or, oh, I need more money today. So I'm going to go back to doing that. No. Don't move. If you believe in, you won't even have to move because God's going to send you your increase. He's going to send you whatever you need. That's a fact. That's not nothing anyone told me. That's something I experience on a daily basis. God will send these people to you. Just keep moving forth in your purpose. You guys, you still on hold at Andrea? I'm about to hang up. This is ridiculous. You on hold for what, Duchess? I don't know what they're talking about, but I don't know. But that's all I want to say. I am going to get you guys, I am excited. I did set up my green screen. I'm getting backgrounds now. I'm going to set up my camera and more lighting, and kaboom, we should be in action soon. I'm going to move over to Jim's Talk. I'm going to leave the morning coffee chats here, and then I'm going to move over to Jim's Talk. So, if you have a topic, Andrea put it down here before. If you have a question, business inquiries, you can email me. I will forward it to Andrea. She probably would be the one getting back to you, not me. Hopefully, we would have like a 24-hour or a 72-hour turnaround time. We won't keep you on hold, but I do want you to know, give me your ideals. I have one that I'm working with now that I want to present to you all. And so we're gathering information, but make sure you get a hold to me via email, my Gmail. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers. I don't take you for, okay, sorry. This is not what okay. I don't take you all for granted. I truly appreciate the support that I have here. And I don't know, but I'm going to put this out here, and I received it and I believe it. My platform is bigger than any other thing I can imagine. It's going to get bigger than what I imagined. I saw it like this. It's going to get big. So, with that being said, I'm okay. Okay, so somebody wanted to come up. So I got time. I got therapy today. Hold on. Excuse me. I have therapy today because, and so I put it in there. So I say that a lot of times to say this: don't quit what you're doing. Please don't quit what you're doing. Continue to walk in your purpose. You'll grow. I promise you. I could promise you that because God promised it to me. That's how I know my platform is going to be big. It's going into a podcast and a show because that's my vision. And as long as I be obedient, it'll come to fruition. And God will equip you with everything you need. Yeah, finances and all. But you can't be double-minded. So if you want to do what you're called to do and be positive, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't look at those views. I mean I look at the views. Don't I'm not lying. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. That's Butterfly. Hey baby.
Hey, good morning, Miss T. I just,
Hello.
how are
Can I
you?
just
Good
finish
morning,
this?
James.
Can
Um,
I can,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Butterfly? Let me
Yeah,
finish this. Hold on, baby.
okay, I put myself on mute.
I muted myself. Just make sure you move in your purpose. Don't let those numbers distract you. Don't let what these people say distract you. Don't let name calling distract you. Don't let the outside noise distract you. You'll grow. You don't have to be on everybody's platform. Everybody don't have to see you. You don't have to tell everybody what you prayed, what you did. Nope. Do it secretly. Move in silence and do what you purpose, and God will reward you. I promise you that because He promised me that. Go ahead, Butterfly.
Good morning, Miss T. I just want to thank you for always coming with the gems. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad that you kept going, because you had your little round at the table. But I'm glad that you didn't let it discourage you and that you are still here with us dropping these gems. I really appreciate you. But I know Miss Pizarro wanted to come up, so that's why I was asking you to drop the
Oh,
link. If she was, I don't know if she's still in the chat,
she
but I know
probably
she.
left. I didn't see it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. She was mentioning on her platform this morning. I actually only logged on for you this morning. Today is my brother's birthday, so I'm not in a good space. So I don't really want to be on here. This platform is very, very, very triggering. But I just thank the Lord that I'm learning as I go, and I've learned a lot of things early, and that's why I feel like I'm almost 2 years in. I'm okay where I'm at, and I'm going to continue with my platform. But I just want to thank you, Mz.Teavalocity, for being you, and thank you for your gems that you always drop, and thank you for being professional and mature. A lot of us
Butterfly,
appreciate that.
Butterfly, my prayers are with you today. Listen, your brother's looking down on you, beautiful woman. You have a beautiful spirit. You know I love you as much as I can without knowing you. Is it
Yeah.
genuinely love? Your brother is so proud of you. He's looking down on you. Continue to do you. Continue to do your platform. Okay?
Thank you, Miss T.
You're
You
gonna
have a.
have. I want you to log off today,
I
and I
am.
want you to
So
pray and go have some time with your brother. And when you see that little butterfly out in the field or on your front porch, ask that little butterfly to come sit on your leg. That's your brother. Let you
yes.
know he's still here, okay? I can
Absolutely. I
promise.
just seen a dove the other day. I've never ever seen a dove, up as close as I seen the other day. So I know he sends me signs.
He's
So
there.
yeah, yeah.
He
I
said
told.
you like butterflies, right?
Oh yes, that's my Well, I'll give you a little story about the butterfly. Some of you may know that my firstborn child, I had a daughter. Um, Unfortunately, she passed away at 8 months, and there was a butterfly balloon down in the hospital that I wanted to purchase for her, and I was unable to purchase at the time because I didn't have the money. And one morning I came in, and the butterfly was right there with her. So that's kind of been my thing ever since. I feel like, she was trapped in a cocoon and she was finally let go. So, I have a huge, deep meaning on why I became a butterfly, but it's definitely a part of who I am, and it is attached to my daughter. So,
Well, I am a fly girl, and I'm
yes,
a
you are.
fly girl.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Fly
you are.
girl.
I really appreciate you, and thank you so much. Like I said, I'm gonna be logged off today because a lot of this stuff is triggering, and
Yes.
the way I'm a sensitive being, and I can't help fulfill for people, even people that I may not like. I still like I protect my energy so much that I refuse to allow it to be changed or hindered because of other people's ugliness. So I
And that's
definitely.
why
Yeah,
that's
I know
why we
some people
are.
may notice I log off for days at a time, and
You
I do
do.
that to protect my energy so
And
I can
today,
continue to come on and do what I came to do. So thank you
thank
so
you.
much. I hope Miss Pizarro came back. Miss Pizarro,
Miss Pizarro, if you're here, please come up, sweetheart. I humbly apologize that I didn't see you.
Oh no,
Sorry.
no. I don't think she said it in this chat, but she did say she wanted to come up. But I just want to relay that message, and
Oh,
I just want to tell you, Miss Pizzario, me and you had a rough start, but I really appreciate you as a person, and I can see the genuineness in you, and your moral compass, and your balance. So I just wanted to let you know that too, and I will be following your conspiracies because I love conspiracies.
oh yeah, I'm
So
a follow
I'm
him.
definitely on board for that. Whatever you choose to do, definitely respect it. Thank you, Miss T. I don't want to hold up too much of your
You're
time. I know
welcome,
you
baby.
wanted to log off, but I just want to come up here and say that, yeah, thank you.
I'm praying for you, baby. Be good.
Thank you. Love you,
You
Gems. Everybody in the chat. See y'all later. Have a blessed day. And please stay sucker free on this YouTube universe.
thank you, baby. Well, I dropped the link, Pizarro. I apologize, baby. I didn't hear all your live because I was doing something else. So if you hear, you're welcome to come back. If not, if anyone else will want to come up, listen. Sometimes this could be a very stressful place. Just log off. There's nothing wrong with logging off. What I did learn is if I logged off here for say for instance, if I logged off for a week, when I come back in this community, it's going to be the same. You'll see some of the same people doing the same thing. So if you log off, that's cool. You need to make sure you do take care of yourself. This place could really, over here, could really drain you. But here's the thing that I'm learning. I let it drain me because there's other people, there's other places on YouTube, millions of people on YouTube with different platforms. So I must be here for it if I allow that to happen. So now that I got that deep down there, I just go somewhere else. I just ups, I ain't for them today. I'll go over and watch crime stories or I'll go watch something. And it's some interesting things. I'll go over here in the health and wellness. I'll go over here in the travel section, black love, some. So it's other places. Just go other places when this become too draining for you. Like I said, this is pouring into a lot of people's spirits. It is. And it's changing people. But we can't change them. All we could do is come down here and do what we want on our platform. Hey, Dina, how are you, baby? Yeah, my heart was, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kay, that bothered me too. It bothered me too. So, but I wish she would have came down here if she needs something to say to me. I wish she would have stayed here to say it, because she's a supporter of mine. She's definitely a solid supporter of mine, and I admire Miss Pizarro and I respect her. I do. I admire and respect her, and I apologize if she wants to come over. Thank you, Dina. Appreciate that. Thank you for the cash app, baby. So, we have all people, all walks of life here, right here in this little YouTube community. And respect is something that we have to have. We can't negate the fact that people are different. We just can't brush over that. You're different, I'm different, he different, she different. We have to allow people to feel the way they want and respect their feelings. That's just something we have to do. Respect people's feelings. We don't really know. We can only empathize, sympathize, and have compassion when something happens with someone. But remember, we have to respect how people feel. And just because we forgive somebody on Monday, I don't expect everyone to forgive that person on Monday. Give them time to heal and grow. And if you sincerely apologize to someone and they accept it, you have to move different. You have to change your behavior because that very same behavior that caused them any hurt, harm, or pain or what discomfort in your relationship, if you do the same thing, you didn't mean it. Don't say you sorry to me for hitting me and tomorrow or a week down the line you hit me. That's in most abuse cases. the sweetheart, what they call it, the sweetheart period, what is it, the anniversary period, where you beat me, and now today we're fine, lovey-dovey, and everything is good for a couple of days, and then you beat me again. You meant just what you did to me, so you're not sorry. Don't give fake and false apologies when you really don't mean it. These people on these YouTube streets and even in real world are mind manipulators. And that's what they do. They try to manipulate your mind for you to believe some of the foolishness they do. And we're so caught up in it that they have actually taken some of our minds that we don't see their flaws. Their flaws. Sorry, their flaws. Jersey, come on out. We don't see their flaws. Or either we see their flaws and we overlook them because we like them that much. I give no passes. I don't. That's why I want to treat people the way I want them to treat me, because I give no passes, because you are accountable. No, you are responsible for what you do. You need to take accountability in what you did. So I don't buy that, because you have a right to do the right thing. You chose to do wrong. You was riding with wrong. So now you're wrong. Yeah, I said it. I fought with somebody this morning and she made me see one way and I saw her way. But again, you knew you were in that car. And this is how I'm going to wrap it up. You rode with that person to commit that crime. Even though you stayed in the car and they went in and they killed that guard and robbed that bank, you're going to be held accountable too, because you rode along. Know that. Both of y'all are wrong, and both of y'all will have to face the judge, the jury in your trial. That's the same here on YouTube. With that being said, I think I'm going to close out. Ms. Pizarro, I humbly apologize, sweetheart. I didn't see you. If you hear, you're welcome to come on now. I think you left because I think she mods for some other people. So she may have left. But if you didn't catch this message, please like this video. Like, share, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It was pretty powerful. So, and that's what I came on here to do. Drop my gems. And then I leave. So with that being said, I have thoroughly enjoyed y'all. I really have. I do. I like coming down here talking. But if you see your king's crown tilted, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown tilted, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and princesses. They are our joint heirs, our future. Make sure you always be a blessing to someone and not a bother. It doesn't take that much to bless someone. Hey, can I get that cup of coffee for you? Can I open that door? You look beautiful today. You have a beautiful smile. Hey, I'll grab those groceries and put them in the car for you. Here's $1. Just anything. It doesn't take much. Remember, in order for you to receive blessings, you have to bless. That's not my word. That's just God's word. Make sure you be a blessing. Make sure that we are in this C19 thing. Stay safe. Build up your immune system. If you're sick, stay at home because we're still dealing with something. Again, happy birthday to Lady Nika. And James and I don't have a problem, y'all. Please know that. James and I are good. Yeah, I forgot to mention that one. And my platform is still here. Yes, I'm here. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. It blesses me to come down here like it bless y'all. Thank you. I'm going to get ready to get off here. Goodbye. Be blessed. Thank you, Miss Playful.